Today, we honor and celebrate the men and women who served our country in the armed forces. You heard some of the stories in Charlize's story. Some of the veterans we talked to today, though, told us that the transition into civilian life has not been easy for them. CBS 42's Maddie McQueen joins us live. She's at the Kelly Ingram VFW post. And Maddie, you spoke with them. What did they tell you about this transition?
Sherry, challenging, difficult, and rough. Those were a lot of the words that I heard repeated today as I was talking to veterans here at the VFW. Some tell me that they had an easier time transitioning into the civilian world, but noted that that wasn't the case for all of their brothers and sisters in arms.
Everything was different, and it was getting used to the way the world really works out here, opposed to the way the world worked inside the military.
For 40 years, Beverly Head served in the Army and Army National Guard.
The military was for me. It's not for everyone, but it was for me.
When Head retired as a master sergeant, she says one of the biggest adjustments to civilian life was actually quite small.
The eating habits, because I never had to cook. I always went to the dining facility. And when I retired, I was laying in the bed one morning and I said, I'm going to the dining facility and get me an omelet, blah, blah, blah. And then when I opened my eyes, I said, oh my goodness, I'm at home.
Other veterans like Chad Howes say they learned skills in the military that have served them well in the civilian world.
You can do more as a group and a team than you can individually. And it also taught me a chain of command, so you know how to follow in business who your supervisor is.
And knowing how to translate those military skills onto a resume for civilian jobs can be a difficult task. Retired Army Colonel Danny Samples says oftentimes civilians don't understand the roles that service members and veterans bring to the table.
I was in tanks for 20 years. How do you relate to that to the private sector? That kind of relates into just basic leadership, supervisory skills. It can also relate into whether into a logistics company. We're able to plan and work and be drivers, work into insurance, other types of industry that requires a lot of communication skills.
Every veteran that I talked to today said that their advice to service members that are on the brink of getting out is to reach out to all of those resources available like the VA and get help in that transition, saying that this is not a fight that needs to be done alone. Reporting live in Birmingham, Maddie McQueen, CBS 42 News.